up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? What is up? What is going on? It is Thursday. I gotta make sure I write down here that Caitlin got another 10K points. She's up to 30K, folks. Anybody gonna challenge her? She doesn't like to lose games that she knows about. MP with another flag. He was busy changing a diaper or getting coffee. Don't worry about it, dude. In a couple months she goes to school and she has a kid. You can catch up. You can catch up. Caitlin, I did want to bring up something. I think you had said something about your husband is on board with it. I was busy writing checks. All right, well, you're not writing one to Daily Dad, so okay, it's not like I can just give you points for that flag. Um, Points in this show are a shared community property between married spouses. So just make sure that your husband knows, if he's listening, that he is entitled to all these points and all the rewards that come from them. So you're welcome, sir. Hey, I was taking my dog out. Guys, I'm also going to starting the show at random times just to mess with every single one of you. So be on the lookout. I pride myself on starting on the 5:30. Uh, I think I'm gonna start messing with you. I think I did like 5:29 or something yesterday. Good morning, Bukes. What's up, bud? She gets special points for commenting over on X and liking and commenting over on Facebook. Get some special points over there to the crews on the other platforms. Although I do appreciate you guys way more on Twitter because it's way easier. I naturally wake up around 6:45 our time. I have no idea what time that is. It's 2 hours ahead, I think. 1 hour ahead, 3 hours ahead, 44 hours ahead. Could be anything. We don't know. What's up, everybody? It's June 11th. It's my buddy Steven's birthday. Um, Steven is my oldest friend. He is like a little brother to me. He's 2 years younger than me. His dad and my mom got together. I think I was in like third grade, so 8 or 9 years old. Um, and he lived with us part time, like so divorced parents, split custody. So he'd come over every other week, and we just grew up together, and it was super cool. We stayed in touch. He doesn't live too far from us. He's married. We talk every now and then, but definitely not as much as you'd want to with an old friend like that. This show starts at 7:30 Central Time, if that helps. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to remember. Um, so happy birthday, sir. Uh, Hurry up and have your first child so that we can have you on here as a guest. I'm just kidding. That'll never happen. What's up, Oz? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody, we're going to do two things today, right? Two things I need your participation on. Drop your gratitude. Just slap it in there anytime, any way you want, any version of it. And then also drop that dollar amount, how much money you spent yesterday on VFriends Tops Chrome. I don't care about all the other VFriends products. You could spend, $20,000 on an NFT. I'm just curious about Tops Chrome. Yesterday was the actual release day. So a pretty big day. Uh, Millions and millions of us worldwide just crashed every single Target, Dick's Sporting Goods, and GameStop and found absolutely 0 boxes except for 2 people that I know of. Caitlin. So she's here to brag about A, her points, and B, that she actually found boxes at retail stores. And then the other one was, I think, I don't know her tag exactly, but her name is Cat. Cat, real cat life. Scuba Steve found boxes. I'm guessing they're just Amazon boxes. Um, 7 on Whatnot and 340. What's that? They're just right. Yeah. See, there he goes. You spent $7 on Whatnot and 340 on in GameStop. Is that what you're saying? Got to brag about my wife getting an award for her partnership. Yeah, I saw that. That was cool, man. Congratulations, wifey. The MP and wife are crushing it. I found megas, blasters, and hobbies. This girl, all at GameStop? Or you went to a card shop? 0. Dylan's staying strong, staying strong, staying strong, staying strong. Um, Good job, buddy. Card shop. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Cool. Um, yeah, I was at Target at 7 a.m. yesterday, so I finished the show, had a quick little breakfast here, and then jammed over there to wait in line. I was the fourth person in line. The people in front of me were all there for Nidos and Pokemon stuff. And then the line got very big behind me, maybe 20, 25 people. A mix of older gentlemen, um, or maybe middle age, maybe my age and younger gentlemen that I would deem them as either collectors or resellers, flippers, whatever you want to call it, and then parents and children. So it was pretty funny line. Absolutely no one there for V Friends. No one that I recognized, at least. No one wearing VF swag, anything like that. Let's get some chat interaction. So grateful for my life. Routine chaos is a must. I stopped counting after month K, but I did get a message from my Claude created personal finance department that said me awarding. That's awesome, dude. You created a Claude personal finance department. How great is that? I might have to. I might have to learn that shit because finances are just to death. I forget. Oh, you okay? I misread your text. Gotcha. Okay, I did enter my CC last night on To the Moon, but the fly was already sold. Good. All right. Cool. Yeah. To the Moon. I did a pre-bid on Stoic Slime, and I did wake up this morning to an email saying I won it. Thankfully, it wasn't ran up too high. Should I do it every morning and sell your spot? $0 until my buddy says it's adult day at his car. Nice. All right. So you got plans, man. Graduate of the day, dogs grooming turned out so good. Yes. It's always good. Sometimes they cut weird, and sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. ClaudeAIClass.com and next class is June. Oh, cool. Nice. My pre-bid for the sloth unto the moon one. Yeah. So I had a pre-bid on there, that one. And then I had a pre-bid on, I think it was one of one card shop. That was the first person who ever put pick your own character stuff on there. So I had a bid there and that one. And then I also won the Topps Chrome raffles. So I got one hobby box and a full allotment of 10 um, blasters. What's up, Ben? TT Moon is what I'm calling them from now on. Nice. Pyro bought me a cow in the neighborhood. How sweet of her. So yeah, Target line. People were super nice, very chatty, really cool. I was talking with a dad and his daughter about Nito, and then a lady, and then a dude who seemed to be very knowledgeable. Like this was like his Wednesday routine. Like he kind of like knew people in line. They were chatting. He was definitely there for the Pokemon and whatever Nitos he can get his hands on. I did pick up a Nito, little fuzzball, which is out of the ones that my kids have had was kind of like my favorite. It's got a little texture to it. In fact, I broke my daughter Brooklyn's, and then I got her other ones to replace it because I couldn't find this one. But I'm not gonna let my kids have this one. This one's gonna be on my desk, be my release, stress release. I met the third party vendor for Target. That was fun. Oh, nice. The person who everybody in VFriends hates. Did you let them know that like their shenaniganry is like they should not enter their name into Twitter right now? Because that person and Target and Tops all caused so much stress for all of us yesterday. I should have learned. I should have known better. GameStop last year for me was a complete and utter like train wreck. I plotted out like 7 of them from here, everyone local here, all the way to my house, and every single one of them was like, "What? Get out of here. What are you talking about? We're not even a company that sells things. Who are you?" Um, should I be worried that Junie wanted to join karate class intrinsically without any nudging or pressure from? Yeah, possibly, maybe. I don't know. He honestly does have any information on VFriends. He doesn't have any. I'm assuming you meant drive around. I didn't find anything. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, I went from Target, did a couple work meetings, went to Dick's, nothing there. Did a couple work meetings. Um, drove over to GameStop, which is a little further, which is where I went last year, and I met Daniel Donier there. Not this year, but last year. They didn't have anything. They actually like their store looks really nice. They've gone way over. Yes, I went inside Dick's. Ouch. Knew something like that was coming. Um, and then it was pretty funny in the I think it was the Kowski's chat. Someone started a like, okay, we're gonna all send our Dick's pics now, and it was that was I thought that was pretty funny yesterday. Bunch of people doing weird stuff. Only went to Target, a card shop, and GameStop did. Nice. Wait, it's not to go service, dude. Big opportunity this year. All right, guys. All right, calm it down. Calm it down. And then I called my local card shop, and they had the prices like 2 or 3x what retail was, and I was like, I'm not going for that. I'll wait. And then sure enough, I got my Topps Chrome wins. So I think I'm pretty solid on boxes. I think I'm still going to pop in like semi regularly to just check the card shelf for the VFriends stuff. I'd be really curious if when they do get their allotment, it goes to that front desk, like where the Pokemon goes. I'd be really curious to see, and I'll do it like next Wednesday. I'll stand in the line, but I'd be really curious to see if these people that come every day, every release day, if they actually buy the product. Um, that my imagination is the new release, the Topps Chrome stuff, will go on that behind the counter shelf versus the normal card shelf. And I would be curious how many of the resellers, the scalpers, whatever you want to call them, the guys there, the collectors, pick them up or research them or do anything like that. So I will go again. Honey, I got it. Finally figured out what we'll name it. Yeah, right? Weird. Laughing at people who have decided to name their business is a hobby of mine. Okay, gotcha. I don't think it will. Target guy told me they setting it up by the entertainment section. Ooh, ooh, interesting. Yeah, because that's like way in the back of the store. So at the targets I have, they do the Nidos and the Pokemon stuff behind the guest services counter. So you go in a line and all that stuff. Then there's the cards and collectibles like the baseball and all that stuff, minifigures over by the cash registers. So in the front of the store. And then all the way back in the TV section is pop figures and some of the blind bag stuff. So that'd be interesting. Thank you for mentioning that. I did go there yesterday and look back there as a just in case, but there's like nothing card back there. So it would be weird. Our Target employee was crushing the dreams of Yeah, ours wasn't too bad. At first, they said one of each item, one Pokemon and one Nido, and then when the first guy walked up, she's like, "Oh no, you can get one of each SKU," and so he got like 3 or 4 of them. So I think that was good. There was no riots. Other than that, man, everything was kind of good yesterday. Went home a little late because I had a late inspection. Um, Family was just chilling. There's no bloody noses. We did have like a quick little volleyball incident where, Brooklyn was setting up to eat some food and Bentley was wanting to play with her volleyball. So she's yelling at him. And then he like threw it at something and missed and it knocked a plant over right into her food. That it looked totally like an accident, but the report is done. That was what I did. I was like, why doesn't it seem like I did anything at home yesterday? But I went up to the computer, I finished my report, so that is ready. I'm gonna print it off after this show, and then I have the meeting with the clients at 10:30, and we'll see if they go for it. I'm a little worried that it's a little too high for them, but we'll see what they say. And then I also sent out invoices to my client, a couple emails, so it was actually very productive upstairs on the computer at home, which was nice. It's not normally that productive. Um, Ankle feels good, all that. We're flying. We're gonna hopefully fly today. Although I did set up an inspection for today, and of course, it landed on the exact time frame that I have my meeting with that report. So it's gonna be a little dancing around stuff today. And that's about it. Yeah. Spent $675.61 yesterday. Most of that again was the tops raffle. So I am up to $1,175.13, which is crazy. Hopefully I kept Whatnot and Fanatics and all that off of my phone yesterday. So I didn't actually spend any money. Those are just pre-bids going through. And then the Topps Drum raffle. Yeah, we'll see. I think today might be the it's not like yeah, see, I love that you're here. I did send the wifey on the hunt today. Nice. All right. I think it's going to be next week. I think they're a week behind. I think they fucked up at targets and stuff like that. Um, if not, what I hear is that it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when they get their restock. So those are the hunt days. Oh shit, yeah, I put pre-bids on Soggy's thing. But it's his today. When's his show? Um, I can't remember if it was today. I think it might be. But oh, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, and then he always like never shows up and then like cancels it. So who knows with that guy? Um, yeah, let's do this reading. Let's do this reading, chat. Let's
Don't do
do
the
this
reading.
reading. Right, Dee Dee? Yeah, that's right. Great reminder. Love this one. You know what I'm really curious about? I'm really curious about how the moms feel about this. I always ask my wife, I'm like, do you have like fun with the kids? Are you like goofy? Are you funny? I'm like, kids, is mom funny? Mom thinks she's funny. I don't think mom's funny, but I don't know. I feel it's more of a dad thing. I didn't grow up with a funny mom, like fun-ish. So I'm always curious how the kids see that. And of course, the book was very centered around a dad's story. We're talking about General MacArthur, a very, high up in there in the military and all that stuff. And, life based on routine and consistency and scheduling things and all that stuff, especially as he climbed higher and higher up the ladder. But he made a point to schedule crazy fun. So and it was mostly centered around the morning wake up routine, his son walking in and just, doing goofy things, singing while shaving, all that kind of stuff. So I like the reading. It's very much who I am. I'm very much a fun, funny, goofy person. I not only handle like goofy chaos well, I am more often than not the instigator of goofy chaos. I'm definitely the one who, hides and scares people in the house. I'm always m- up for making a giant mess with a confetti cannon or some sort of nonsense. The 52 card pickup was one of my favorite games. Just shoot the. Oh, I just gave you guys a finger. Sorry about that. Shoot the cards up in the air, and that was just for scuba guys. Okay. Shoot the cards up in the air, swirl them all around, pick them up. Always a fun time. But yeah, I like it. I like the controlled chaos, crazy. I mean, you got to have some chaos. Scares my brain. I mean, you're a teacher. You're all you know chaos. I was gonna say like you better start getting prepared for your kid, but like you're a teacher. You already have a good amount of that. I yell at her through her door. You better not be being silly in there. Yeah. See, like stuff like that. Like that's fun. That's good time. I mean, that's good. Rocking a scuba costume to a conference is something not in my classroom. Oh, she'd a strict one, y'all. Excited to hit Hershey Park with the kiddos this weekend. Yeah, yeah, that's fun. Arcades. I love the new. I wish this stuff was around more when I was a kid, but the trampoline parks, the play places, the whatever you want to call them. We had one. Um, Who said I only wear it to conference? Yeah, I mean, look, I imagine you're always wearing it. It's your PFP right here, so it's all I see you in. I think the one time or the couple of times I saw you at VCon 3 when you weren't wearing it was just confusing, like straight up fish out of water. Uh, that I just I had to like I think I triple taked you where I was like, who is that? I'm just gonna stare at him until I figure it out. I had to order a couple more since I ran out of flippers. One can consider it lingerie. Yeah, dude, that would have been a nightmare. It was really hot. It was something else. Could not believe LA got that hot. It was just bad. I mean, I'm never up in the LA area, so I guess I don't really know. My house gets that hot. It was monstrously hot in my garage this morning. So like the difference between our air conditioned house and how cool my wife keeps it, no matter how many times I try to raise it higher, versus the garage versus the outside is just I don't know. I need to put some vents in the garage or something because it was weird. I like was feeling nice and cool in the house. Go in the garage. I'm getting my sweat on almost. Just literally just packing my stuff up to go in the car and grab my waters out of the fridge and stuff like that. And then I get outside and I'm like, oh, like refreshing. So yeah, weird. Super strange. All right, more on the reading. Sing, dance, make loud noises, play hide and seek. What is that? What is that word, dude? Translate your own writing. Oh, make a mess. Yeah. More time for fun. It's okay to have a routine and scheduled life, Caitlin. It's okay. Like you need that. You really do, especially in a classroom. But I need you to make sure that you also have fun with your kid. I don't give a shit about everybody else's kid, but your kid, you need to make sure that you're doing that. Okay. I'll be here reminding you, just like you're reminding me about my report. That Caitlin, cool. But did you have fun with her today? Did you laugh? My kid, fun. Got it. Did you sing at the top of your lungs? Did you do a goofy dance? I imagine Uncle Soggy's gonna be fun. Yeah. I think Uncle Soggy is gonna be straight chaos every time he comes over. I think he's definitely gonna be that uncle that's like, I of course I'm getting you a drum set at age 2. And you and your husband are gonna be like, God damn it. Um, be showering her with Falcon cards. Just base though. Just base. My husband said no very quickly to the drum set. Yeah, such a nightmare. You know, my son, we did drum lessons And we were straight gearing up to get him drums. And then he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. I was like, I was like, shit. I was like, I almost bought my kid drums, which I know I would like dread at some point, but I thought it was really cool and fun. I suck at sales. Sent you a Hermosi link with strategies on closing. Hmm, really? Where would you have sent it? First Target day was a strikeout with the lady saying, we don't sell them at Target, right? So I looked at it. And if you go into walmart.com, they're on there, but they're way overpriced. Gotcha. If you go into Target and Dick's online, they're not in the system or in the SKU whatsoever. Um, but like Nitos are, right? So it's just like you think it's a new release, it should be there. What I heard someone say is that they don't put the signage on the rack until the actual person who delivers. But yeah, I think today and even tomorrow, I think Monday might be the game, if anything. If I'm understanding your report thing you mentioned earlier. Yeah, I got a bid presentation for a remodel in a town. And it tends to be people tend to want things cheaper in this neighborhood than me and my guys usually go for. So my pricing structure has just always been off. So I'm expecting a little bit of pushback on that. It'll be a great uncle drum set will get lost very quickly. Yeah, right. Just send it right. Be like, you know what's great is a drum set for you to play at Uncle Soggy's house. That's what's great. That's what's good for the little one. Walmart's third party resellers. Yeah, that makes sense. Which that sounds silly. That sounds crazy for a company like Walmart. I need to put the back end code for the store locator to see if it's actually telling you the closest store and not stock. It seems like it's just telling you every freaking Target that exists. All right, guy, I got you. I got you. Our local card shops that have product but aren't on there. Not mad about though. Oh, that's good. Good for you. Those secret spots. Um, what else? Anything else? Uh oh, I got a little shout out again to my friend Steve. So Steven is his birthday today. That's the son. The older dude, Steve, is his dad. And he was one of the guys that really taught me like fun and laughter and like a goofy like father figure type person. So where my dad was very serious and was very like blah blah blah, this guy was just he was just fun. It was fun to be around. So that was my little tie-in to the reading today and taught me a lot about just having fun with kids. I mean, kids are a fun age. You should be having fun. It's a nice break from your reality of running a business or running a classroom or running a household with property taxes and all that kind of stuff. Just get down there and have some fun, right? Unless you have a hernia. Yeah, my local is bad though. Every drop of toss and Bowman they sell. Yeah, lame. I saw some good MSRP or close to prices on a couple of people's posts, so that was cool to see that some card shops aren't going crazy. Been known to rip kids off as well on trades. Yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, they gotta make money, but damn, you're really putting a damper on the hobby. And then, guys, the end of the show, we are here. Daily Stoic reading for the day is don't make things worse. Okay, we all know the adage. You, you're digging a hole, put the shovel down and stop digging. Okay, I'm currently digging a pretty giant hole with my wife right now. It's getting bigger every dollar I spend, but that's not what we're talking about. Uh, so I'm gonna do my best to put down the shovel after today's reading and and put that ego aside and not make it worse any worse than I already have. Um, and try to repair this thing so we can go into a weekend. I think it's just been a stressful week for both of us. Um, this dang TPS report has been killing me. Every time I don't do it, it frustrates me. invoices that I needed to get done. So yesterday was really good. And that sitting down on that computer for 2 hours at home, 3 hours at home was really good for me. So I feel a lot better today. And now just need to fix the shit with her. Ours was over MSP, but the guys are super realistic and really friendly. I'll spend more to support them. Yeah, it makes sense when it's that. Like when they're adding the value and the service, and it's a little over MSP, um, that makes sense. Nice and friendly, like not disrespectful. Like there were a couple people talking about like how some people were just laughing about the whole like be friends and Gary V thing, or people being dismissive or whatever, or just walking in and seeing that it's like 3x the price. It's like, damn, like can you just give me a break? Like, you know, can you just make 20 bucks off a box or something like that? 10 bucks, instead of making like 60 off a box. I think what was my card shop? It was so the list price is 29. I think I got them for 29 on tops, and they were wanting 70 for blasters. So they were wanting 40 on top of it. Just seems crazy, man. To me. That means they can sell half their allotment and then rip the other half and then really rake it in with any of the hits that they got, right? Or maybe they do online streaming. I didn't see them online, but yeah, guys, thank you again. Thank you for always showing up and supporting me, even though I'm not selling you anything and don't have any plans to at all, because I don't have my shit together enough to do anything like that. So, y'all have a great, great day. Um, Scuba, I will look at it. I have some feeling that it's going to be some sort of uh, jump scare. The last time Scuba messaged me was August of 2024. And it was a really weird picture of him with a beard and some hair. Nice. All right, dude. But yeah, I'll try to watch it. I'll turn it on right now as I eat breakfast. But thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow in my garage where I still don't have my picnic table back. So I will be on a makeshift table once again. But thank you, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day. And see you later. See ya.